Welcome to another episode of Behind the Scenes. Today's guest is this young gentleman out of Florida. He's cute. He's got one of the best butts in the whole world. But, I may or may not be a little biased, but that's okay. I'm willing to accept that. He is entertaining, he's engaging, he's cute, he's funny, and I am just so excited to share his interview with you because he's just a hoot. Welcome to the show, Michael Boston. Welcome, honey. Oh,
hi.
Welcome to
With
the
the
show.
eye roll.
We gotta open some way. So, welcome to the show.
Shy and yet semi-standoffish. I don't know.
That's a good category. That's gonna get you a lot of dates.
I thought so. That's how I get them.
You just this makes sense now. So you kind of roll them in with that whole shy thing.
I'm like, I'm so shy, and then I bombard them with ass pics.
Maybe that's what us ladies are doing wrong. We're not playing shy and throwing out the ass pics.
Just pretend.
Okay.
I'm a good.
Well,
boy.
that was fun. Seriously, Michael, welcome to the show. It's really good to have you on. Appreciate you sitting down and sharing your backstory and your current story and your forward story and your side story and any story you want to share with us. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is going to be
Was
great.
the sitting down thing a jab?
Do what?
Was the sitting down comment a jab?
No.
Thanks for sitting down.
No.
Laying
You can
down like
sit
an
down,
asshole.
right? You weren't shooting today where this position is not like...
My ass hurts so bad. Like, I was shooting for. No, I'm kidding. I'm fine. My ass is taken plenty. Nothing's gonna break me. I always laugh when someone's like, I'm gonna break that ass. I'm like, I'd like to see you try. Like,
Okay.
Gonna break your spirit.
shush.
I knew he'd manage to get in there. No way was he going to be quiet. No way. No way.
He's not the kind.
Most friends aren't. So we're just going to start and go way back to the very beginning. And I want to hear about you. I want to hear about your childhood, where you grew up, what kind of child you were, all that fun stuff. So go ahead.
Well, I was born in England, and then, we moved from England when I was 2 to North Carolina, and then from
Okay.
North Carolina to Wisconsin, then from Wisconsin to Utah, and then I primarily grew up there, and then, I moved to Florida. It'll be 3 years. It'll be 3 years since I've lived here next year in May, I believe. So I've moved around a lot, but grew up with my identical twin brother and my younger sister,
Okay.
and then my mom's American, dad's English.
But you have no accent. I was going to say, you said you were born in England,
I was
and I
born there,
started
yeah.
listening for a dialect,
Yeah.
and I don't hear any of it.
It sometimes kind of comes out. I have had people ask me like, "Oh, are you from across the pond?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." But no, we moved to America when I was 2 years old. That's why.
Okay. So, but you
So-
have dual citizenship. Did you
I
have?
do have dual.
That's
citizenship,
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Well, when you decide to bail and go over there, because it's better.
There's no point. It's just as bad. It's just.
I know.
If not worse.
I know. They're in the same pickle but barrel as we are, so it's totally cool.
I'll stay here. I like it here.
So,
I grew up here. I know it better.
what kind of child were you? Outgoing, shy,
No.
class clown?
No.
No.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I was a mix of a lot of things. I grew up with ADHD. And so, yeah. I was a mess. Ooh, I was a mess. I was evil. Ooh. I could make friends, but I don't know. I was very hyperactive. And, I don't know. I remember stories when I was a kid. My mom told me that apparently, if a kid did something, I would punish them. So, like, for instance, apparently in kindergarten, I put kid's hand under hot water because I thought he did something bad.
Oh,
Like I was scary, but I don't
see.
know. I was crazy.
So
I was such
you
a
were
crazy
the evil
kid.
twin.
Well, my brother was pretty bad. But,
Oh my God, Damien too.
right, I know. Yeah, it was not good. But I grew out of it. I grew up, and we finally found medications that helped me mature and do better in school and become a better functioning person. But growing up was rough for the most part.
It can be. I have a child that was ADHD, so trust
Yeah,
me,
it
I
can be rough.
get it. And a lot of it isn't even you're not even realizing you're having doing the behavior. You know,
Yeah,
it's
or like
just
you don't even know how you kind of can see it, but it's like you don't know why you're doing it. It's just crazy.
yeah. It's not what I would call a disconnect. It's just like there's just
Mhm.
this yeah. It's
Mhm.
hard to explain unless you've been through it or have a
Yeah.
child that has it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I was on fire as a kid. On fire. Apparently, my grandma told me stories where apparently, literally, I would run around in circles. Just run. My mom had to have harnesses for my brother and I, like literal leashes, and she had to take us on walks because we were so hyperactive. I'm not joking.
no, I know this. I had one for my own son, and I
Yeah.
stopped wearing it after this. Somebody asked me whether
Yeah.
that I told me I was being cruel to my kid because I was like walking a dog.
It's like, bitch, he needs to be walked. Look
But
how
we were in a mall. We were in a shopping mall, and the last thing I needed to do was lose my
Have you-
kid in a big shopping mall. And I'm like,
How
I would
dare
rather
you.
put up with that. Yeah. How dare you?
Dare you to keep track of your kid?
Right?
You're a bitch.
And I didn't let him go in those little turnstiles and crawl up and around him like these kids do now. And I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh my god,
Oh
no.
my God.
Dude, like fucking like no in North Carolina, we had giant trees in our backyard. My brother and I would climb them. We were like 2 or 3 years old. We were climbing giant ass trees. My grandma would come over and be like, should we call the fire department? And my mom's like, nope, if they got up there, they can get down. Like, dude, we were monsters.
Just like cats.
We were monsters. My mom, my brother and I, like, if you've ever seen videos of twins on YouTube, like, I've seen, like, toddler, like, tiny little baby twins.
Yeah.
The mom would be like, go get into bed. And literally, they climbed up their crib and got in themselves. And that was me and my brother. Like, my mom actually got to a point where she put the mattress on the floor and put the crib upside down. And we managed to figure out if we squished the mattress down ever so gently, we could shimmy out.
Oh.
We were evil.
Oh my God.
Evil.
Okay.
I should never have kids just because I'm sure I'll have one just like that.
So, when did you discover that you were gay? How old were you?
I'm gay? What? No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
What I heard.
don't know. It's what you heard.
Yeah.
It's what they're saying. I don't know. I've always kind of had a thing for guys, but I always hoped I would grow out of it because I grew up Mormon. So I just thought maybe it was just like kind of a thing, but wasn't really a thing. I don't know. It was really weird growing up that way. But I don't know. Eventually, I first started really experimenting with it when I was 19. I started experimenting because my brother and I were living together alone in Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started experimenting more. But no, I guess I kind of always had those feelings.
Did you have to do your walkabout? Did you have to go do your
mission? No,
yeah.
I did do a mission. I was fucking dudes before I could do that.
Okay.
I was having fun.
That was your mission.
That was my mission. I was just experimenting. No, I was done with the church when I was 19.
More than bikes.
I was riding dicks. And like a champion. And no. But yeah, no, I guess I always had those feelings, but I didn't know what they were and I didn't know how to deal with them, and I just always hoped that they would go away when I was a kid, but they didn't, and I just kind of accepted it eventually. You know?
So how did that play off? I mean, how did that play out for you? I mean, you obviously were.
I buried it, to be honest, because I was very religious. My family was very religious. They're not anymore, but I knew my family would never like hate me for it. It was never an issue. But it was just me accepting myself was the issue. So I think once they moved to Florida, I was able to finally truly accept myself because I wasn't in an environment where, it was extremely religious and, repressing. No, yeah, I was really good at repressing those feelings as a kid. I mean, I looked at gay porn actually a couple times when I was 13, 14, and 15.
Uh-huh.
And then eventually I was able to stop looking at porn. And then eventually, when I moved back to Florida, I started looking at it again. So I was 21 when I started looking at porn again. And then eventually I started just wanting to do gay porn. Yeah. But yeah, it was just, it's been a journey. Yeah.
Well, as much as I would like to say that there are not underage kids watching gay porn, and I have come across quite a few who we all know they are, and in some cases this is their only education.
It was on YouTube, believe it or not.
Well, and it turns out sometimes it's their only form of education because there's nobody around them that can help them understand their feelings.
Yeah.
Not that gay porn can really do that, but at least they can see people on there that are acting out how they're feeling.
Yeah. Well, and it always looked so fun. Like, I always wanted to just make out with a guy. I always wanted that. When I was, 13, even, just growing up, I was such a horny kid. I don't know why. I was just always so horny. And, 13, I was like, oh, my God. It was so bad.
Well, you're a kid, and I can understand where you were struggling with how to express your feelings and be okay with that. You said you've always knew your family would be accepting, so obviously you did eventually come out to them, and it went okay, correct?
Yeah.
They took you over their religion, which...
Well, they dropped that before I did anything.
Well, there are still those people, though, that, they have their parents make the choice to take religion over their children, which... Yeah,
no, very much so, I agree 100%, yes.
Which is extremely crazy to me.
No,
so you leave high school, you've discussed, you dump into the whole gay world scene, obviously. You've decided not to repress those feelings anymore. Where did the leap come from? I want to go to college and become a whatever to I want to do adult gay porn.
Well, I mean, when I was 19 living alone with my brother in Salt Lake City, my brother had no qualms with bringing guys home. So that made me, I'm like, all right, fine. If he's going to be bringing dudes home, then I'm going to start fucking as well. So that's what brought that forth. Otherwise, I tried to pretend to be a good little boy. So I started... Oh, dude, I try to play that for a good while until I just gave up. I need some now.
And now people think your brother's in the selfie here.
Well, yeah, we have my twin brother. It's like an Ursula and Phoebe thing.
So you're both gay?
Yeah.
Okay.
My brother, my identical twin brother who lives in New York City has been asked a couple times if he was me.
Nah.
Which is, I'm like, oh man, it's a good thing I picked the name that I did, because I was going to pick his middle name originally, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do that, because if I did, and if I got popular enough to the point where people would ask him if he was me, they would more likely believe it was him than me, because there would be more evidence to kind of prove that in a way.
Got it.
But I was going to school for a little bit when I was 19. I eventually dropped out just because I was dancing at the same time competitively, and I got to a point where it was either I could keep paying to be coached in competitions and travel and all that jazz, or I could be going to school, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in school yet, and I was going to a university, so they were really pressuring me to pick a major, and so I just dropped out, and then I kept dancing, and I was doing well, but I mean, I have 2 national titles, which is good. I loved it. I loved dancing.
Well, that's 2 more than I have, so.
But, yeah, so I'm a very competitive person. I love striving to be the best. I love trying to do things the best I can, just, being as good as I can. After that, after I was done with that, I had to put that down. I was burnt out. I was sick of dancing with girls who didn't have the same drive that I did and the same passion I did, and I don't know, the same wherewithal with certain things. And so I just was done with that. And then my mom's like, hey, just come move to Florida with me. I'm like, all right, great. So I just moved to Florida. I just dropped her thing. I'm all right, bye. Like, within months. And then once I moved to Florida, I was having sex within 3 days moving here because I'm like, goddamn, so sexual. And then maybe after the first year living in Florida, I went to New York City to go visit a friend of mine. And that's where I met a porn star. I'm not going to name his name. And him and my friend and I had a threesome with him. That was fun. And so we started talking about the business. And I'm like, that sounds kind of fun. And at the time, I was a manager at a retail store. And I'm like, all right, so that sounds kind of fun. It sounds like it might be good money. Sounds interesting. Sounds different. So I started applying to studios. I didn't get responses. I got one response from one, and they told me I was much skinnier at the time. They told me I didn't have their look, but they told me about an agent that might be able to help me, and that's my agent now. So, and then a month after signing with him, so it was January 2018 when I signed with him, and then in February I had my first job.
Nice.
Yeah,
so, what was your first day on scene like? Was it what you thought it would be?
It wasn't too bad. I wasn't really scared. I was actually really excited. My first scene was just a solo, and then after that it was just, it was just sex. It was just sex and someone was just videotaping me. It didn't bother me, And I have friends who are getting into the industry who do just for fans stuff or OnlyFans stuff, and they try to get with bigger names in the industry and they get in that way. But like, I don't know, like for me, I know everyone does it differently, and I don't know. It felt natural. It didn't scare me at all. I really liked it. I had fun. I thought it was the funnest thing on the planet. I love sex and I love money and just being able to do things. I do. I love sex and I love a good paycheck. So like, I'm not gonna. I know. Isn't that so weird? Oh my god.
I love oxygen and water. It's so weird.
Do you now? That's fucking insane.
So, obviously your friends know about your career. Do your family?
Yes, they do.
Yeah? How'd that go over?
I tried to lie initially to my mom. I tried to say, I got this dance job in Atlanta. And she's like, oh, right. What kind of dancer is that? So I couldn't keep up the lie. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go shoot porn. She's like, all right, great, cool. All right, thanks. So, basically, that was the, in a nutshell.
That was the abbreviated version of the conversation? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal. They didn't care. I mean, I'm paying taxes and having a good time, so, like, whatever.
Exactly.
I mean,
so how did you come up with your porn name?
Michael's my middle name. But it was such a stupid, like, looking back on choosing Michael was such a stupid idea. Because Michael's one of the most common names in the world, and for some reason it just didn't occur to me that it would be one of the most common names in porn as well. That was dumb on my part.
But it's alright. You look like a Michael. It fits you. It's not like it's a bad
it's
choice.
Not bad, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Like when you're in a sea of Michaels, But yeah, no. But like the reason why I did choose it though ultimately was just because it is my middle name, and I found it would be easier to answer to. Because I knew like if I kept doing it, oh sorry, my finger's in the way. But like if I kept doing porn all that jazz, like and I need to answer to just some name, Michael would be the easiest one. But I had like names like James or like Jet. Like I wanted to like have the last name Jet. I thought it'd be so cool because I love Joan Jett. Like, oh, Jet sounds fun, and I would Google. Every time I thought of a name, I would Google it, like, oh, some porn, and like I would just make sure that no one else had it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I looked up, so I'm like, all right, fine, we'll do Michael, and I was trying to find something kind of that would kind of like have kind of a ring to it. I was like, Boston, all right, that might be interesting. So I looked that up, and no one seemed to have it. So I'm like, all right, great, so I'll just do that. Looking back, I wish I could have changed some things. Like maybe I would have done my legal name and changed up the spelling of that. Or
But
maybe
Boston's a great music group too, so think of it that way.
Thank you. Thank
There
you.
you go.
But one downside is also people think I'm from Boston. They're like,
Just
oh,
so
you're
no.
from Boston?
I'm from the
Boston."
band. Don't say I'm not from the city. I'm from the band.
Right.
They'll
I should have
just
said
scratch
like
their
Michael
head.
London or something. That would have been cool.
There is an actor named Michael London, isn't there?
Oh, well, damn. Then that would have fucked me over then.
See?
Joe London.
Well, you can always go back and change the spelling of the Michael.
No, it's too late. I'm in too deep. It's too deep now. I don't want to.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I'm
Taylor
in too
Lane.
deep?
Taylor Rain changed his name. He used to be
Oh.
something different, but
Oh, and Pierce Paris also changed his, didn't he? He was like something else, right?
I think so.
At one point, I forgot what it was, but I've heard people talk about it. I forgot what it was.
You know what? You look.
Oh.
You're a fine Michael Boston. You look fine. Everything fits. You know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As I'm like shaking my camera, I'm like, all right, hey. Thank you.
So, what's your favorite part of your career so far? What have you enjoyed the most so far about your career? Not that you've been in there that long.
That long ago. Are you giving me answers? No, I don't know. I guess you're partly right. I do enjoy the travel, but right now I like I don't know. I loved working with a lot of different studios, and I just love the making connections with people and making contacts and trying to be friends with people and just I don't know, just like the kind of networking and just I don't know the human experience, I guess, just like knowing people and trying to make friends and just I don't know working together, pulling people up, being positive, I don't know, being a friend. That's what I like. But,
That's great. That's great. What do you think? And I ask everybody this because I want different views on the same question because it's a big one. What do you think is the biggest misconception people have about the porn industry?
I don't know. What I find irritating about some people when it comes, like, I don't know, for me personally, so, like, when it comes to trying to date, I don't lie. And I'll be like, some people will just be very blunt, and I'll just be very, like, you know, from the get-go, like, I do porn, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, for some people, they don't mind. For other people, they're like, ew, gross, like, go die. And it's like, all right, here's the thing. People are okay with jerking off to porn. They don't mind. They don't care. It's whatever. But when it comes to dating someone who does it, they're disgusted. And I find that very interesting. It's like, all right, it's okay to watch for your own personal enjoyment, but when it comes to meeting one, possibly dating one, you're like clutching your pearls and like acting as if you're holier than thou. I'm very confused.
It's a double standard. It's a huge double standard
I
because
don't. Yeah.
it's like, or they act like they're super cool with it until they realize that.
Yeah. No, I was once accidentally in love with a guy where, he was so hot. He was such a good fuck, and I loved him. And he accidentally fell in love with him. Oopsie daisy. And so he was fine with it until I had to leave for a shoot, and then he couldn't even get it up for me anymore. He was so disgusted by it.
What would
And
be
he's like,
the
"Oh,
difference between you traveling for this or traveling for any other job? It's a job.
I know. Well, it's like, it was frustrating because he's like, oh, it's not because you do porn. I'm like, dude, you couldn't get it up for me all of a sudden when you knew I was leaving for a shoot the next day. Come on.
That smells a little stinky.
Like, don't lie to me. Don't do that. Don't give me that, like, bullshit. Like, that's, I don't know. You can feel however you want to feel about me, I don't care, but don't lie about it. Like, that's a greater disrespect.
Well, because he's trying to sound forward thinking, and he wasn't. He really wasn't being genuine when he said he was okay with it. I mean, I know that there are people out there that are like, oh yeah, I get to brag that I, date a porn star, or, even I've had people say that about their friends.
Yeah.
And then when they go to introduce them they don't actually, they stumble over how to say it because there's such a stigma to being a sex worker, and getting paid to have sex.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But it's one of the most biggest industries in the world.
Yeah.
That, and it's everybody's big little secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hilarious. I always find it funny when people act that way. So
Yeah.
what do you do? What do you do to relax when you're not on set? What do you do to have fun and relax and unwind besides sex?
Oh, sex is not, well, I guess it can be. I don't know, it depends.
I always add that one in there because I get these looks like, let me say sex.
I love fucking, that's relaxing. No, that is work.
Right? It is.
It can be. I don't know, it depends on the person. I don't know, I like to just lay around. I don't know, like, if I'm just, I literally will just lay on my bed and just lay there. Or, like, I don't know, I really like going to the gym, to be honest. That sounds stupid, but it's true. I love going to the gym. I love listening to music. I love trying to sing, because if I said, I love singing, and then my friend Chad over here would criticize the hell out of me.
Because he sings in my bathroom, it's so loud.
I'm a very loud singer.
It's okay, so am I.
I'm obnoxious. Anyway, I love, I don't know, simple things, yeah. I just love if I'm not on set, that's relaxing. But like, just chilling out with Chad, it's nice. I love going out to bars, too. I love a good drink. Or 7. And and just stumbling back into Chad's apartment. That's always nice. I love it. It just feels nice to just loosen up and be a mess.
So, what kind of music do you listen to?
I'm so gay. You know what music I listen to?
Tell me.
I love Mariah Carey.
Oh my God.
I love her. I love her so much. And Whitney Houston. And I listen to some.
Don't forget to throw Cher in there. Then you got your total gay card.
I only have 2 Cher songs on my phone.
I made him watch The Bodyguard because I'm like 10 years older than he is. So.
Yeah, I watched The Bodyguard. And what was the other Whitney Houston movie? Waiting to Exhale, whatever it is.
That's a good movie. Both of them are good.
Yeah. I liked Waiting to Exhale a little bit better because Whitney Houston in Bodyguard, it made me almost hate her a little bit for a second. Just because her character's like...
She was a diva.
Well, it's not even just... Diva's one thing. It's just like, this guy comes in to fucking help you. And then she's like, no, I don't want your help. And then her life comes into, like, jeopardy. And she's like, alright, I promise I'll, like, cooperate. And all of a sudden she's like, fuck you. And then she's like, alright, I need you. And she's like, fuck you again.
Welcome to passive aggressive.
Pick a side, bitch. You can't keep flip-flopping. It's annoying.
This is why reading straight romance novels suck, too, because of the passive aggressive shit.
Like, you need to shut the fuck up and submit or just
That's right.
something. Stop jumping around.
Either commit or not.
Well, she needs to choose whether she wants to be or not. She seems to be kind of confused.
Well, it's not about being rescued. It's just this back and forth. I want you, no, I don't. I want you, go away. I want you, go away. Screw that crap. I wouldn't put up with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No.
I wouldn't either. It's like,
shit.
what is this? Let me stand here and let me stand here so you can abuse me for an hour. No.
Where's Whitney Houston?
I mean, it was a character.
I know, but still.
But still.
But we all know who was the real one that was being abused.
Well, of course. Of course.
Whitney Houston. Poor bitch.
So, which scene that you've done so far, which one is one of your favorites? I'm not going to ask you partner because I never do that because that's not fair and it's very subjective.
I think is the best one.
Huh?
No, I'm just joking. I don't know. Oh,
Which one are you most proud of so far?
what have I done recently? What have I done? I really liked my Men.com scene with Michael Del Rey. That's one of my recent ones that I really like. Because it was just, I like how it came out. It was very athletic. I looked very athletic. We were fucking around that ball so many times. It was insane. But the editing was impeccable. Yeah, so we looked like pro tennis players. Maybe he is. I don't know, but I'm not. Um, I think I love. I don't know, I'm very self-conscious about the way I look when I suck dick. Because I look like a freaking. I should be the Green Witch on the Wizard of Oz. I really do. That's how I feel like I look. I'm like, oh man. But
See,
when
even porn stars are self-conscious.
well, it's like I'm critical of myself because I want to do a good job, and so I want to do a good job. And
Which is
I wanna-
fine, but don't be so hypercritical. Come on.
I want to look like Griffin Burrows when I'm sucking dick. That's what I want, and that's the look I
You
want.
know what? If it's really, 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 really good sex, you're gonna have those facial expressions.
It's so true. It's true, but you know what I mean. It's supposed to be a fantasy. It's not supposed. I don't know.
Yes, but if it's really, really, really good sex, people are going to relate when they see that facial expression.
That makes sense. You're right.
People want natural too.
All right. Can we just
Okay, sorry.
for a second, for a goddamn minute? Are you though? Anyway, he's not sorry. Shut up. And so no. For me, like I was really happy with the way I looked when I was blowing him. There was some drama that happened by accident behind the scenes, but we pulled it together and it was good. And I'm glad him and I worked really well together, and it just made me happy. It's like all the combinations of things that we had to pull through together to make that shit work. It just makes me really happy that we're able to do it. So, good times.
Good times. Okay, some fun questions. Just fun stuff. Superman or Thor?
Oh, God. They're going to say Batman. I'm like, Superman, duh.
Superman or Thor? Do you think I'm going to make these easy?
I know, I'm like, Superman, duh.
Okay.
Oh, man. I've heard the actor who plays Superman's a dick. Even though he is kind of hot. But I'd probably go for Thor. I like a nice hot blonde.
Okay. Spider-Man or Batman?
All right, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Okay.
Wait, which Spider-Man are we talking about?
It doesn't matter. Just pick one. You whatever one you like. I just want to know who you're picking.
Well, if it's gonna come between Spider-Man and Batman, I don't really care for either. But I'm just going for if we had to pick powers-wise, that would be Spider-Man rather than some orphaned, problematic child who.
I love how you're hyper-analyzing this question. I'm just loving every minute of this. Now I'm going to throw another one even more out there. Green Hornet or Captain America?
Oh, Captain America.
Okay. You've maintained your gay card again, so that's good. So now the question is to you, if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Only be one.
Yes, one. Don't be greedy.
I'm a greedy bitch.
I know. That's why I've limited you to one.
Everyone's limits me to one. Why can't I have 7? All at once.
Are you going to lay on the floor and stomp your feet and throw a fit?
Want me to? No, I'm kidding.
No. No.
Oh, is that not cute? Damn it.
No, that outgrew it too.
Damn it. Shit. I'm sorry, Chad. We need to do that earlier. Anyway, 20.
Pick your one.
That was okay 22 years ago. Great. Thank you. Anyway.
You can try it again at 66 and see what happens for you then, but you might break your hip then.
I might break my hip and end up in a ward. That's fine. I'll pass.
Okay.
I don't know. It would be a tie between power and convenience. Because a really convenient power would be able to be like being able to teleport places.
Okay.
I mean, that's saving me a shitload of money. Dude, no plane ticket? Awesome. Oh, this really hot guy in England wants to fuck? Done. You know, I can teleport over there. It's fine. Or power-wise, like, I don't know. I probably want like something like kind of like a telekinetic kind of thing, like just push people into shit. That would be fun. I would terrorize people. I'd be evil.
Did you decide on one, or are we still hyper answering this question?
No, I would be telekinetic. That's what I would do. I would do that.
Okay. We're sticking with hyperkinetic. Okay.
Telekinetic.
Telekinetic. Okay.
Hyperkinetic, because, you know, I'm just so hyper, and, you know, we're connecting.
We are definitely doing that. So, what's on your favorite pizza?
Pepperoni.
Just pepperoni?
I like to be good meat lovers.
Okay.
Do I maintain my gay card with that answer? I
Well,
love
if
meat.
you want to, I mean, I don't. Pizza's not actually.
I was just joking. It was a joke. A stupid joke, but that was a joke for me, I guess.
It's
No,
good.
I love all the meat. No
All-
pineapple. Hold the pineapple. I like pepperoni, sausage, bacon, chicken, beef. That sounds nice. Yeah.
Okay, now you're making me hungry.
Sorry.
It's all right. So, would you rather win an Olympic medal, an Academy Award, or the Nobel Peace Prize?
Oh, I'm gonna sound like a bitch if I don't pick the Nobel Peace Prize.
Pick whichever one resonates with you.
Academy Award.
Academy Award? That's fine. I have several people who picked that. It doesn't make them a bad person.
Oh no.
Okay, don't go internalizing that.
No, I'm a bad person. I'm gonna cry.
Why? I've only had one person pick Nobel Peace Prize. Does that make you feel better?
No, it doesn't.
I'm gonna be a who was it?
It wasn't.
Now, I can't tell you that. You'd have to watch the shows to find. You'd have to watch the shows to find out who that was.
How many would I just sort through? A dozen. That's
Hey,
small.
they're good. They're
I'll
worth
do my
watching.
homework. Hey, watch her show, and then you can find out, and you can talk him. I don't know what you're gonna do.
So, if you could meet anybody, past or present, from history, or currently living, either or, who would that be? And what would you do if you could spend an entire day with them?
Consents. I don't know. Would this be gay? I don't know if she's a gay icon.
Does it matter?
I love. All right. You know what? It doesn't matter. I just don't want to be a stereotype. Okay.
Okay.
No, but I really love British history, and I love the Tudors, and I would love to meet Queen Elizabeth I. I think she's very interesting.
Okay.
I think she's just kind of she was very powerful, very an interesting like monarch, and just I don't know. She just seemed to have a lot of complexities about her, and she just I just want to know what she would actually look like, not like that. I think she's interesting.
So, what would you guys do for the day?
I don't know. Ride a horse together. I don't
Ride a
know.
horse, drink coffee,
We totally just drinking coffee all day.
drink wine,
Whatever.
get shit faced,
I just want to
go pick up guys together.
She's a virgin, so no. So, like,
Oh, that's true. She didn't marry, did she?
She didn't marry or have kids, so. I mean, it's like they had contraception, so she was fucking, she'd have a kid.
Hmm.
But, no, I just found her interesting. I just want to just hang out with her all day. Pick her brain, hear about her life, see what she looked like.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I have no idea. Well, I'm 3 at least, so I can put in this. And making some money and being a good boy and trying to make connections and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, maybe with their regular jobs is boring. Like, because I'm in school, right now working with prerequisites for nursing,
Okay.
but now I'm like low-key starting to rethink that. So I don't know. Maybe if I'm able to make connections and long-lasting connections and friends in the industry, I mean, maybe I could start helping a studio with like filming or like editing or something maybe, or like with social media or like, I don't know, something like that along that route. I think that'd be fun and interesting. But I don't know, we'll see. Something, I don't know, if I could stay in this and somehow work it, into the behind the scenes thing, because obviously I won't be able to be a model forever. Like, I don't know if the studio wanted to like train me like to be like a videographer, or like a director, or like something rather, I would totally be down maybe. That could be interesting and fun. Because I don't know, this industry is just very interesting.
Does it appeal to you to be behind the camera and actually directing?
I think it could be fun. I think it could be a new adventure.
So, what is one trait you really like about yourself?
I'm not going to say my ass. Actually, I've become self-conscious about my ass, to be honest. the amount of comments I get on it. I'm like, I get the content. Anyway,
You have a
I don't
cute
know.
butt. I'm not going to lie. You have a cute butt.
Thank you.
But, let's get past the butt.
You passed the ass.
Give me another trait that,
I don't know. I guess I like my eyebrows.
okay, what about personality? Let's go inside. What trait about yourself do you
Oh,
like?
we're going inside. Okay. I think I can be pretty nice to people. I don't know. I don't know. Let me think.
Approachable?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm approachable. I
Okay.
wouldn't say that at all. If I'm uncomfortable, I can put off a very easily cold persona. That's if I'm uncomfortable. I feel like once you get to know me, I can be like one of the greatest friends you'll ever have.
You're loyal.
I am very loyal.
Like a puppy dog.
Yeah. Although you won't be able to,
No
walk
petting.
so.
No petting, no walking. Got it.
No petting.
No
Stop.
petting, no walking, no leash. Well,
No.
unless it's kink. Oh, did I say?
That's interesting.
So, is the glass half full or half empty?
I don't know. It depends on the situation. I don't know. Oh, I hate that question. Oh, I would say, I don't know. Optimist or pessimist? Ugh. Half empty. But if you're realizing it's half empty, that means you're realizing that there's room to improve, and then you can make that improvement.
Okay. I like that answer. It's good. It's really good. So what makes you smile? What makes you smile?
I don't know. Fun people, nice people, a good conversation. People, I guess, I like to be around.
Okay. What makes you sad?
And I'm smiling. What makes me sad, you guys? Oh no, betrayal. People lie to me.
Okay.
People aren't forthwith with what they actually feel. I don't know. It's stuff like that. I don't like being lied to. Especially when I personally try to be very forthcoming and honest. Because I personally hate being lied to. Because you can't grow from a lie. It's all about growth for me.
That's all right. It should be. It should be for everyone.
But I don't know, lies are like a false foundation. And so when you're building something up from a false or a fake or a weak foundation, it's gonna crumble.
Mm-hmm.
So even if the truth hurts, at least you're building off of that truth and growing from that truth, rather than trying to build off of really pretty lies. You know what I mean? So when someone's lying to me or going behind my back and doing things to try to harm me when I trust them, that hurts.
I can understand that. That's horrible. It's not anything anybody would like to feel.
I would imagine so.
What would you like to be remembered for?
I don't know. Being a nice person. Being a good person. Being a good friend. Stuff like that. Maybe a good performer. I don't know if it just happens to wiggle itself in there, but ultimately just to be a good person, be a nice friend.
Yes.
The basics.
So,
All the other stuff is extra.
if you had an autobiography written about yourself, what would it be called?
Oh my god. I've thought about this before. For fun. I don't know. Maybe it'd be like a double biography with my twin brother called Double Trouble. And we could have both of our asses on the cover.
Okay.
You can sleep on the couch. I'll go get
My twin brother is asleep on my friend Chad's couch right now. He's dead. He just got here from New York today. We're going on a cruise on Thursday for my grandma's 70th.
Oh, wow. How
Yeah.
fun is that going to be?
It should be fun.
It should
My
be
first
great.
cruise ever.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
So, if you could give a message to all of your fans, what would you like to say to them?
That I love them and thanks for all your support. You know? I mean, I just, whenever someone tries to reach out to me or tries to say hi or tells me that they love me, I'm like, oh my god, well, thank you, and I love you too. And I try to be as supportive of them as they are of me.
Did you expect this kind of adoration? I know that's a weird word to use, but you know, there's a certain amount of all of a sudden you're in the limelight and you're getting likes and follows and comments and DMs and.
I think I hoped for it, but I didn't know when it would happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I definitely hoped for it. I wanted it. I wanted to be, I'm not gonna lie, I do like attention, but I mean, I'll act like I don't, but I do. I'll be in the corner with a drink, silently judging people. But I mean, I do. I could be a bitch, but I do like people, and I do like attention, and I like it when people recognize me and so that they support me and stuff like that. And when people say that, it's hard not to be like, you know what, thank you so much, and whatever you need, I'll be there to like talk to you or whatever. Be supportive back,
Well, I mean, it's an interesting situation to find yourself in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
You've got fans who love you because you take your clothes off and have sex.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you are educating people in certain ways, and that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So, any advice you would give to somebody who's considering a career in the porn industry?
Don't take it lightly, and if you're gonna step into it all the way. Because, I don't know, when I did it, I went hard. Shut up. You just giggled at me. Oh no, when I first started, I quit my job because I thought I had made it after one scene, after one shoot even, and then I had to take the year off because some things happened. My mom had cancer and all that jazz, so I had to stay and help her.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the rest of the year of 2018, I took off. It was started back up in 2019. I had that whole year to get my body into a place where I needed to be to get to work with bigger studios. Because another thing is, studios are always going to be requiring you to have a certain look, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, like you have to understand that they're a business and they have clientele. I keep getting emails and Grindr messages. Sorry, it's thirsty. But you know what I mean? Like, they're a business, and that's what it is. And so you need to achieve a certain look if you can. So that's what I spent a whole year doing. And my first shoot was with Next Door. You know what I mean? And I would say they have pretty hot guys there.
Right.
And so you have to have a drive, I feel. You know what I mean? You have to have a drive to work in an industry where you're going to be criticized, and you also have to be willing to be able to take that criticism and use it constructively. I mean, I was a dancer from 12 to 21. Like, I'm so used to getting criticized and told things that, like, some people might not like, but like, I'm so used to taking that criticism and using it. Because if I'm not getting criticized, or if I'm not being told I'm doing something wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and not giving anything to like try to improve upon, then that almost scares me. So like, I don't know, you just have to be willing to just go all in and just be willing to just try to work hard and improve and be the best you can be, or else it's just kind of for naught. It's just me.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Makes total sense. You have to treat it like a business.
Yeah, it is a business, 100% a business. I don't know if a lot of people, when they first get into it, actually truly think of it that way.
But it is. You are.
Yeah.
I don't want to call you a commodity. You're not a commodity, but you are. This is your job, and your job means that you have to be professional, and you have to act professional, and you have to treat it like you have to make your contacts, and you have to take care of your body, and you have to eat right, and you have to, work to make yourself. You're not a commodity, but you are making a product. You are creating.
You are your business.
Yes, yes, which is a whole different ball game than commodity. And I don't
Yeah.
I don't like that, because that,
I mean, that almost gives you a sense of, yeah, like you're, I don't know. I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Okay,
I see that a lot. I see that a lot, which is part of the reason why I wanted to do this show, was because I wanted people to see the other side of the people that are involved in making these films, and that they're human and they have so
thoughts, dreams, desires, and
yes, all of that.
Humanity, other than getting caught.
Exactly. You're not a public commodity.
Yeah.
So where can your fans, or current fans and new fans, find your work and find you on social media?
Well, I'm mostly on Twitter. I've tried Instagram a couple times, but I've gotten deleted each time. They can't handle my ass on there, apparently.
You're in a great graduation class. I swear everybody has to graduate from Instagram.
I never even really started. So I started on Twitter first.
Okay.
I love Twitter. So yeah, I'm always happy to like respond to messages on Twitter. I mean, sometimes I get weird messages, but like, if I have someone that's like, oh my god, like I love you, like you're amazing, like I hope you're having a good day. I'm like, oh my god, like I hope you're having a good day too, like something like that. Like I'll totally respond to. Sometimes I will get dick pics, which I find interesting. Like, okay, thanks.
Well, it's like a greeting card.
I'm like, oh,
If it keeps on giving.
Oh no, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I love looking at dicks right in the face. And I'm not gonna go in. Oh dear.
So what's your handle on Twitter? What's your handle?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fail. Oh, whatever. Anyway, it's Michael Boston. It's Michael Boston. One second. Sorry, it's M Boston XXX. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that was.
No, that's all right. And your movies and your scenes, they're pretty much all over the place, right?
They're pretty much all over Twitter, yeah, or you can just Google it. I mean, you can see things on Google sometimes.
But you've done, you said you did scenes with which studios?
I've done Nextdoor, Men.com,
okay,
Falcon, Hot House. Those are the bigger ones I've done. I've done Family Dick, and I've done, College Dudes. I've done a lot of things. I've done Bromo. I did my first Bromo. I've done a lot. I've done a lot with Men.com and Nextdoor lately.
Okay.
It's been fun.
So just for fans or only fans? Do you have any?
I adjust for fans.
Just for fans.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should be on my Twitter bio. But it's like, was it just for .fans at Boston XXX, I believe.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you sitting down and doing this with me. And it's been really fun getting to know you better. We will have to do this again.
I would love to.
Down the road. And I will see you in Vegas. You going to the Gay Vans?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I will see you there.
Lovely.
It'll be a lot of fun. Yes, definitely. Well, thank you for doing this.
Anytime.
Thank you for joining me for another episode of Behind the Scenes. Remember, smile and laugh every day. Hug someone that you love, be it 2 or 4-legged. And remember, you are special. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining me on the show. See you next time.